Hi, my name is Michelle Kipke, and I'm a professor in the Department of Pediatrics at Children's Hospital Los Angeles and also at the University of Southern California. I'm going to share with you some information about something we're really excited about, which is our virtual research platform and our two fabulous, fun, engaging virtual research navigators. Now, the reason we actually have developed this platform is that we know that clinical trials research is critically important. That's how we ensure that the medications we give, the therapeutics we use, the devices, it's how we make sure that they're safe and they're effective in populations. But historically, clinical trials have been conducted with adults and, quite frankly, with Caucasian adults. So the problem with that is that we have much less information about what therapeutics, medications, devices are working in kids. And we certainly know less about how some of these therapeutics and devices and treatments are working in underrepresented, underserved racial ethnic minority groups. So the challenge is, how do we help educate individuals about research, why it's important to participate, what it is, what your rights are as a research participant, and do that in a fun and engaging way, which is what gets us back to our virtual research navigators. So through a partnership with Children's Hospital Los Angeles, the University of Southern California, and USC's Institute for Creative Technology, we developed an interactive platform that uses cutting-edge technology, including artificial intelligence, to create engaging and informative experiences for children and their parents. The goal is to help them learn more about research. And it's really about, in some respects, helping them to know what questions to ask when they are approached and invited to participate in a clinical trial, sort of get them ready so that they have some language, some narrative, some comfort around having a conversation when they are invited to participate in a clinical trial. So with this platform, one of the things we're trying to do is increase knowledge and information about what is research and what participation research means. We want to increase engagement, and we want to increase intention to participate in a clinical trial. We're also looking at how do we actually increase the number of kids and families that are participating in a clinical trial. So I'll talk more about the evaluation in a moment, but this is what we're trying to accomplish with this program. I'm giving you a sneak peek right there in the upper right corner. You can see one of our research navigators. So what did we do? Well, first of all, as a starting point, we engaged and we spoke with and we met with and talked with parents and research staff about what are some of the barriers that prevent parents and kids from participating in clinical trials. We also really want to understand what are some of the concerns or the questions that families typically have. Then we sat down with kids and with parents and we said, who would you like to talk to if you wanted to find out more about research? We showed them lots of different character types, some looking more like humans, some looking more like kids. And then we showed them some fun little characters and we said, where's your preference? And based on that, we selected a couple of navigators that I'm going to introduce you to in a minute. We also, based on the conversations we had with parents and with kids and with staff, we developed a whole compendium of questions and answers about clinical research, and then built that into a number of scripts and scenarios to tell stories that are mapped to this interactive platform and allow for conversation between our navigators and children and families about clinical research. In addition, we also developed a series of video vignettes that are embedded within that interactive platform. These videos include our navigators, who are Zippy and Ava. Ava being a teenage girl with diabetes who's been invited to participate in a clinical trial. The videos are a way of using storytelling to deliver information about research and research participation. And These videos, which are really adorable, help Zippy, with the help of Zippy, Ava and her parents learn more about what it means to participate in research, what a consent form is, what is the rights of a research participant, and the benefits both to individuals and to society. So with no further ado, let me introduce you here to one of our research navigators, and this is Zippy. Here are some of the adorable expressions of Zippy, and Zippy is fully animated. So Zippy zips around the screen, Zippy chats with you, Zippy has an awful lot to say, and Zippy is always helpful. Here's our other navigator, Ava, again, a teenage girl with diabetes. And Ava's the one that is often challenging Zippy and the hospital with why should I participate in a clinical trial, and asks all the right questions. Here are some more faces of Zippy, so you can see Zippy has many, many expressions. And here's Zippy's family. And it was very important to us to develop a multicultural family because we really wanted for everyone to feel like this family represented them, or that they could understand and connect with this family. And so the family also is a part of this journey. So here's a screenshot of when you first start Zippy and the interactive platform, and Zippy introduces themselves, and then they also begin an exchange. Now, there's two ways in which you can interact with Zippy and ask questions. First, it is voice activated, so you can literally ask questions like, Zippy, I don't know what it means. What is a clinical trial? And Zippy's going to ask that question. Do I have to go to the hospital to participate in a clinical trial? Zippy's going to respond. Are you going to take my blood? So any sort of question that kids might have, Zippy's got some sort of response for it. So this whole interactive through voice activated and voice exchange. The other is you can see toolbars across the top. And so if you want, you can actually let Zippy just give you a tour, and Zippy will walk you through how, what are some of these questions and what the responses are. So what is research, and who can be in a study? What are my rights? Or what are some obstacles? What are some things that I should consider if I'm going to be a research participant? Or again, what is informed consent, or what is assent? So there's two different ways. Either you can go on the tour, or you can just ask Zippy directly, or you can do both. Here's a screenshot of how we embed the videos into this interaction. So Zippy might say, that's a really good question that you just asked. Here's one answer, but why don't I pull up a video so you can learn more? In this case, it's a video around common misperceptions and risk related to research participation. So we've developed this platform, which was in and of itself an awful lot of fun. We did pilot test it to evaluate feasibility, acceptability with parents and children. And they equally found that whole experience with Zippy to be super fun and engaging. So they liked it. They gave us some good feedback on how to refine it, but they gave us also really good feedback about what they liked and what things that we should continue to explore with this interactive platform. We also have been showing this to other children's hospitals around the United States, and there's tremendous interest from other children's hospitals to bring this into their own research. So we're looking at ways in which we can potentially do that. We do have, we would like to modify the platform so it's even more flexible, so it can be adapted for other institutions. Also, while this currently is really at a high level, sort of general information about research participation in clinical trials, we know that you might want to put this into a subspecialty clinic and have Zippy and Ava talk about clinical trials related to particular diseases, right? For example, you could put this into a clinics where they're treating epilepsy, and Zippy and Ava could be talking about some of the specific clinical trials that are available related to epilepsy. Also, we have an interest in further evaluating the platform just to really make sure that not only is it fun and that people learn something, but that we actually, it's a useful tool for encouraging children to participate in clinical trials. So these are some of the things that we are excited about doing next. Tremendous enthusiasm. And we are excited to be a part of the Kids Pediatric Innovation Exchange and bring this innovation to some of the other partners that are a part of the exchange. So with that, I'll stop and thank you very much.